Hello, let's talk about Lovecraft's story, The Tree. It was published by 1921. Okay, so the plot. We have two talented masters. One of them are very funny guy. He liked parties and he liked to drink alcohol and so on, and well, he is a friendly guy. And other friend is a sad guy. He don't like parties. He likes weather. He likes dryads and nymphs and forests and other things, and trees and lakes. Well, he like how to say it. He likes flora and fauna, and our friendly guy, he likes he likes parties. Okay, and they are both very famous sculptors, and so we have Tyron from Syracuse, and this guy, this guy wants a sculpture of a deity, of the deity of luck, and he wants these two sculptors make him a statue, and he asks them, and then these two sculptors they began to do this statue, but then one of them, this sad guy, he becomes ill and he dies, and other guy, friendly guy, he finishes his work, and but when he buried his friend, he puts an olive branch to a grave of his friend, and this branch grow into a big tree, and this big tree, when the statue was finished, this tree fall down on a house, and this tree killed our friendly sculpture. So it is the story. But what do we have further? So we had something like a competition between two sculptures. This Tyron of Syracuse, he said that he would choose only one statue of a sad sculpture or statue of a friendly sculpture, and whom statue he would choose. It was depend. So what had happened? Maybe one guy poisoned another guy. Friendly guy poisoned another guy, but we have some contradictions. First of all, what do we have? We have, but these two guys, they were very close to each other. They were like brothers, and maybe one couldn't poison another guy. So maybe it was another story. Lovecraft always wrote about ancient gods. Yes. So this sad guy, he always walked around trees or lakes or rivers or streamers, and maybe he have found something terrible about ancient gods, about gods of ancient Greece, and so on, and maybe he was afraid of all his knowledge, and maybe why these olive trees always whispered, I know. Maybe because of this knowledge, or maybe, this sad guy, he was reborn in that tree, and maybe he was still there, or he is still there in that tree, and he is whispering, I know, I know. It is the first explanation. So the second explanation is, this sad guy, he dead, and after that he was reborn in a tree, yes, in an olive tree, and he growed in his grave in a big tree, and that big tree went to house with its branches, and this big tree saw the splendor of completed statue, and this tree, and this why this tree always is whispering, I know, I know, because the tree knows the beautiful of statue. Yet the third explanation that it was just an accident. A tree can fall into your house. I mean that there was a tree which fell on my house, and it was just accident. And yes, and that friendly guy, he became more sad because of his loss of his sad friend sculpture. Okay, but do we have real explanation? Yes. Somebody criticized Lovecraft and his tale Dagon, and Lovecraft didn't give it up. Lovecraft wrote an answer to protect Dagon or something like that, and he wrote about the tree. So Lovecraft have said that one guy killed another guy because he didn't want any competition. This friendly guy understood that he could fail this competition, and he didn't want it. He wanted to win, and the tree was literally the weather. Okay, and this sad sculpture, he loved the weather and the nature. I remembered this word, and the nature made its revenge to friendly competition. The nature by itself killed this friendly sculpture. Lovecraft used here one trope when we have a very friendly guy and a very melancholic guy. It is something like Iranon and Romnod in The Search of Iranon, and something like, we always have this trope. For example, I have seen series, one series, I don't remember, The Stranger Things, I think, and I saw this trope there. This story is not a part of Dream Cycle or Gothic stories or something like It is story about ancient Greece. We don't often see Lovecraftian stories about ancient Greece, about Greece gods, but here we have this story about ancient Greece. Okay, we have it. We don't have here any old gods, any elder fiends or something like that, or Cthulhu or Nyarlathotep. We don't have it here. Here is literally ancient Greece and ancient Greece gods and ancient Greece setting. So it is something like unique story. Okay. Another theme in this story, maybe in modern days, you can think that these two friends are gays, but because they lived in one house, and they both of them didn't have wives, and Lovecraft didn't mention about their girlfriends, so maybe they were gays? No, they were not, because Lovecraft, well, he hated gays. Well, something like that. Okay, I will rank it like 10 points of... No, 8 points of 10. Well, I don't like the culmination here, because, well, if you read this tale right now, it becomes obvious that one man kills another, but I didn't realize that. So maybe culmination is not very clear for me. This why it is 8 point of 10. Thank you for your attention.